Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron here. I hope you're doing great in Jesus. We're going to do a short little comparison between the King James Study Bible Full Color Edition and just a regular King James Study Bible. You know, the King James Study Bible, this is the second edition, and it's got a long history. I think it was the Criswell Study Bible, then the Annotated Reference, and the Liberty Study Bible, then the King James Study Bible, and that's the King James Study Bible too. Awesome study Bible. And this happens to be the large print edition. That's the only edition I've got in the full color. This is the regular print, even though the regular print is great print size. So let's just take a look at this. You know, the first thing I noticed, like the box is a little thicker. Now, to me, this is leather soft. This is one of the finest leather softs I've ever seen in my life. I mean, that's something, you know, I did a video a while back about now's the best time for Bibles in history. Best I can tell, it really is. You say, well, I would have liked the first century. Well, the first century, it would have taken you about 10 months to get one accurately translated. And if they messed up one letter, they threw the whole thing away and started over. Just how it's so accurate. Now, leather soft, and other companies have it in other names, is just a phenomenal breakthrough in imitation leathers. Now, I'm showing you the difference in size, and it's really not necessarily a fair comparison because the Full Color Study Bible is large print and the regular is regular print. So obviously the large print is going to be larger. And you're going to be able to tell that. This particular leather soft with all the stitching and everything, I mean, only the finest Bibles have that. So you're thinking you're getting, like this Bible, if it was real leather, this is a $300 Bible. If this is cowhide with all this stitching in here, but it's, you know, you can probably get it for 40 bucks at the most. So let's take a look in here. And so you're going to see some similarities. You're going to see that it did come kind of from the same root system, because it's going to have how to study the Bible is going to be the same. And then I'm going to get you to, I'll show you this one first. This is in the Full Color Edition, God's Answers to Man's Concerns. And that comes, you know, I remember when Nelson bought Jack Countryman, God's Promises for Your Every Need. There's no telling how many millions of copies of that sold. By the way, one of the Bibles that if the Lord will just allow, I'd really like to get is they've got a God's Promises Bible out now that is like praying the Bible. And that's one of the most effective ways. So this is it in the original King James Study Bible too. So you can see it's going to have a lot of similarities there. And so then the Old Testament, it's got an introduction to the Old Testament. Now we're going to see if it's got the same information in here. The Bible from Genesis to Revelation clearly reveals that God Himself is the ultimate source, supervisor, and sum of all history, and that the center and goal of history is found in Jesus Christ, God's Son, Colossians 1:15 through 20. Thus the Bible, while in one sense being a library of sacred scripture, is one story, which the Old Testament is the foundation of the New Testament revelation. So it is identical in this. So the information is going to be nearly identical, if not identical. Now, a fascinating thing to me, because of the full color aspect of this, I'll just show you the print size in the first King James Study Bible is actually larger than the large print full color King James Study Bible. So I think you can notice that this is the regular, and then on my left is the King James Study Bible full color, and it's not as large print as the regular King James Study Bible. But it is beautiful. Okay, so now we're going to come to letting you see what the text looks like. the end, now the page numbering system is not going to follow. And it does look like the notes are bigger. And this print is clearer type even if it's not larger, which leads me to believe they used better paper. But it does look like the notes and everything are identical. So if you wanted the King James Study Bible and you didn't necessarily want the full color aspects, you just wanted the information, you can probably save yourself some money and just get this King James Study Bible second edition without all of the bells and whistles. I've done a review on the King James Study Bible full color, so you can kind of get a feel for that. Now we're going to look in the back and see if the notes and everything in the back are the same. Yeah, sure looks like it, doesn't it? Concordance with word studies, index to end times prophecies. It's just going to have a lot of the same in there. Index of Christ, messianic prophecies, parables of Christ. Yeah, so like it's going to have, this is in the large print edition of the King James Study Bible 2. Ed Heinston, a lot of different scholars. I think Heinston's got 3 or 4 doctorates and all kind of stuff. I can remember when he was just a guy writing on prophecy. And then this is in the regular. So the full color edition has a lot to commend itself to it. Basically because it's going to have these amazing full color things. I'll show you what I mean by that throughout the text. But the size is better in the non-full color one. I mean, we've done a size comparison already, but you can see like this full color, that's not going to be in the King James Study Bible 2. So it's really just up to you what you want, what you like, because you basically get a very similar size text and notes with the King James Study Bible 2 without it being such a huge, huge Bible. And of course, I'm not going to go for the veracity of all the notes in any of these. The text is awesome. Obviously, I'm a big King James guy, but I'm not going to, again, vouch for the veracity of the notes in every particular, but a lot of great information in here. So the King James Study Bible 2, the full color King James Study Bible, basically, to my knowledge, and there may be some nuances of information that I don't know about, but they're basically the same information. And so you don't necessarily want to buy 2 Bibles thinking you're buying something with different information in it. But wow, this burgundy on the saddled leather, they hit a home run in design with this. But even the King James Study Bible 2, with these little design patterns, it really keeps, it fits in your hand well. So just as far as size, if you just want information, I'd get this one. If you like the full color aspects, you might want to go with this one. But I like them both. God bless. Talk with you later in Jesus' name.